Thank you, thank you, thank you. You want me to say the traditional language? You may be seated. That is the normal language you understand. Thank you very much. I want to welcome you. Let me welcome you once more to our meeting. And we shall continue on the message, love. So, because we discontinued the message yesterday, because of the little. So thank you. Our message will be based on law, and our proof test can be taken from the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13. 1 Corinthians, chapter 13. Hallelujah. I repeat again. Our proof test shall be taken from the 1 Corinthians, from the book of Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 1 to the end, but the proof test is verse 13. Thank you. Hallelujah. Thank you. For more detail, for more understanding of this message, you can also find it in the 1 John chapter 4, verse 7 to 12. 1 John chapter 4, verse 7 to 12. Also in the book of Romans 13, verse 9 to 10. For more clarification, you have it in the book of Colossians, chapter 3, you take your reading from verse 12 to 14. Hallelujah. So let me read this verse, the book of Corinthians. So verse 1, Corinthians chapter 13. If I speak in the tongue of men or of angels, but do not have love, if I have the gift of prophecy and I can fathom all mystery and knowledge, and if I have faith that I can move mountains, but do not have love, I'm nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor, and I give over my body to the hardship, that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. So let me go to the proof test, verse 13. And now, these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Once again, you have more detail in the book of Corinthians chapter 3, verse 12 to 14. and the book of Romans. The book of Romans 13, verse 9 to 10. And also the 1 John chapter 4, verse 7 to 12. We are known by our love. Tell your neighbor, you are known by your love. I can't hear you. I am known by my love. Yes, in that 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 13. The greatest in the sight of God is the one who loves his neighbor. The greatest in the sight of God is the one who loves his fellow man. The greatest. That is where we find hate, love, hope, and whatever. I repeat again, the greatest in the sight of God is the one who loves his fellow man. You cannot love God without loving your fellow man. And your fellow man can be someone who does not want to see any good in you. Your fellow man can be the one who derives evil in you. Your fellow man can be the one who criticizes you. Can be your enemy. You cannot love God without loving your fellow man. Tell your neighbor, I cannot love God. Tell your neighbor, you cannot love God. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Without loving your fellow man. Can you see the problem we have with God? The challenges you have with your spiritual life. You claim to love God, but you do not love your fellow man. Let us love one another, irrespective of religion or race, irrespective of your background. Let us love one another. For love comes from God. Whoever does not love does not know God. If you do not love, you do not know God, because God is love. In that verse, the book of Romans 13, it says, God measures our lives by our love for him and for our neighbor. He measures our life by our love for him and for our neighbor. Anyone who does not love his neighbor, whom he has seen, cannot love God whom he has not seen. Tell your neighbor, anyone who does not love his fellow man whom he has seen cannot love God whom he has not seen. That is it. It's not possible. If I don't love you, I cannot love God. Today we love our people. Today we love God, but hate our people because it's your enemy. This is hypocrisy. Anyone who does not love his fellow man, whom he has seen, cannot love God, whom he has not seen. Your fellow man, as I've said, can be your enemy. This is his command. Whoever loves God must also love his fellow man. If truly you love God, you must also love your fellow man. In that Corinthians verse 1, chapter 13, verse 1, it said, if we have all knowledge and ability, but have no love, we have nothing. In the same First Corinthians chapter 13, verse 3, 4, 5, it says, if you have made all efforts, sacrifices, but have no love, have no real burning love for God and for your neighbor, you have nothing. Love for fellow man breaks down all barriers. That's why I'm here today. Love for fellow man breaks down all barriers. It means all hindrances, no matter the hindrance, with love of God. It means it dissolves prejudice, misunderstanding, and suspicious. Love for fellow man. Love has ears to hear the heart. With love, you can hear people's heart. With love for God, you can understand the people's heart. Sometimes people will be telling you, okay, it's okay. Whereas in his heart, it's not okay. But with the love of God, you can hear the voice of the heart of people. You understand the heart of people. How do we assess our love for God? By the practical things in our life. We assess the love for God by the number of times you lovingly think of Jesus daily. How do we think of him? Don't forget, Jesus and his word are one. Are one. Meditation in his word is a visit to him. Meditation in his word is a visit to him. You want to visit him? Meditate in his word. By meditation, we become part, we become one with him. You become one with Jesus by meditation. It's the root, it's the access, it's the way. The degree of hunger we have to read his word. Amount of time we save to read his word. In Romans 13, verse 9 to 10, the more you love God, the more His word become precious to us. The more you love God, the more His word become precious to us, because God and His word are one. How we access our love for God. There are a number of things in your life you have adjusted. Take it in. There are a number of things in your life that you have adjusted. Thou shalt not steal. You have stopped stealing because you long to please Him. Thou shalt not lie. You have stopped lying because you long to please Him. Thou shalt not destroy. You have stopped destroying because you long to please Jesus. And so on and so forth. How do you use your money? Because of your love for God. How do you economize so as to give more to others because of your love for Jesus? Ask your neighbor, how do you economize? Ask your neighbor, how do you economize so as to give more to others because of your love for Jesus? How do you use your leisure time because of your love for Jesus? In what little way do you bless others because of your love for Jesus? How often do you say, God bless you because of your love for Jesus? Many people have said this today. God bless you. God bless you because of your love for Jesus. No. Let us look at some ways by which we assess our love for our neighbor. That Colossians 3, verse 12 to 14. By your willingness to overlook the mistake of your neighbor. By your willingness to overlook the failures of your neighbor. By your willingness to overlook the weaknesses of your neighbor. The shortcomings of your neighbor. If you are able to overlook all this, then this is genuine love. This is genuine love. Because no perfect man on earth. Tell your neighbor, by your willingness to overlook the failure of your neighbor. By your willingness to overlook the mistake of your neighbor, the weaknesses of your neighbor, the shortcomings of your neighbor. If you are able to overlook all this, then there's genuine love. Because there's no perfect man on earth. So think about this. I know if I stand here for 5 hours talking, only the Spirit of God can make you do what I'm saying. Because the heart of man is very... Some are saying, what does this man say? Who can do what he's saying? I think we need deliverance. I want to come down. I want to live here. I want to talk.